Hi. I really wasn't supposed to do a video. I'm not in the mood. But I was thinking about something which may sound a bit crazy. And that's why I thought I wanted to share this. We are here, and actually we have a conjunction with Jupiter already. Did it went already? No, no, it's Mercury, what Jupiter. Yeah, but the thing is, even though that's an interesting constellation here, no, anyway, that's just a little piece of the whole thing, but if you zoom out of that a little bit, you would imagine that that's just a disk. Where we are. But there's a sun, and we are in the sun's heliosphere. It's a sphere, it's not a disk. And if we go out a little bit more farther out, there's still stuff appearing. Then we see a bit more. This is where you are. It's a disk. This is kind of the official version of Milky Way being a disk. But it's not. It's a sphere. And if you turn it around, it's like an eye. It's a sphere. And there are these kind of, like, it's especially the North Pole. I don't know, I don't remember what they're called. They're like those fields which go there and direction and stuff. There's electricity. It's vibrant, the whole system. Let's go somewhere else. I wanted to show you something which relates to what I was thinking about for a long time. Open mind space, open mind space. The electric universe theory proposes that many galaxies function like giant electric motors with a plasma stream flowing through the galactic core. From the core, plasma is routed into the rest of the galaxy. This plasma forms galactic holes, which show the structure of the galaxy as it moves. This plasma also powers the stars themselves and governs celestial phenomena as stars move through the plasma environment. No need for dark matter and black holes, which also means there is no fear. You can't fear something which is not in existence. Or you shouldn't. It's a waste of time. This is what I tried to explain before. Gamma ray emissions, X ray emissions. Yeah, the sun is here. Okay. I just wanted to show you that thing. Now let's go to where I wanted to take you in the first place. Discovery. This is this kind of adult stuff. Oh man, I don't want to donate. I can't. How does that work? Are you serious? Okay, let's go with that. The optic nerve and its visual link to the brain. Yeah, that's really hard to read like that. The optic nerve, a cable, like grouping of nerve fibers, connects and transmits visual information from the eye to the brain. In the human eye, the optic nerve receives light signals from about 125 million photoreceptor cells, known as rods and cones, via two intermediate neuron types, bipolar and amacrine cells. In the brain, the optic nerve transmits vision signals to the lateral geniculate nucleus, where visual information is relayed to the visual cortex of the brain that converts the image impulses into objects that we see. Okay. That's how it looks like. There's information coming in here, and again it goes all the way through here, and then you see, whoa, a house. Okay. So everyone knows lightning. So I'm not sure, but I think it's called a dendritic pattern. But anyway, there's the mainstream. It makes this time it goes in two, and there's one, and they're like, it's splinters, like repetitive fractal patterns. Lightning. These are my own pictures from lightning. They can look really funny, like this one here. Lightning. That's the original. That's from a video. Screenshot from one of those frames. Big work. Making with the phone. That's the original of that, the original screenshot. Nothing made to that picture. So, here it has even a tail. and that's not a V yet. Or I don't know which one was first. Yeah, anyway. Lightning strike. Lightning bolt. Just imagine like where we have been before. That picture. That's like a lightning bolt. A stream of energy, which probably is bigger than just the one in the middle. As you can see, there's the middle of the whole thing. And also they put color until here. So the whole thing is actually like that. Or is it actually more like that? Okay, you get my point. Like a lightning strike. In this case, we have a lightning strike, which always is the same place. But there is no rubber around that stream, which would insulate the stream to not interact with anything else around here. The rest of the brain. And if you would watch this from above, the one eye here, and they would go like that. Of course, this would be in the middle. That's the nose. Okay. So, that sucks. I have to find something better than this picture. Yeah, let's go with this one. So, it's really interesting. Like, goes around here, and it's like everywhere connected. So, have you ever been in a public place, in a shop, or wherever, and then you all of a sudden feel someone is watching you? And you turn your head around, and someone is watching you. And the moment, the very moment, when you get in eye contact with this other person, there's happening something. It can be really paralyzing, shocking, whatever. It's you know what I mean? It's strange. It's already first, like it's already strange in the first place that you notice that someone is watching you. So, when we go back to those other images, this here, that's Milky Way, that's the disk. That's the disk. And there are those bubbles, and there's like a sphere around that. And there's probably more to that. So, mm, if you would watch, like, here in the middle, that's black. The pupille, or whatever it's called in English, I have no idea. The color part is the iris. The black thing is called, whatever it's called in your language. I don't know the English word, I just know this. Sorry for that. But anyway, there is where the light goes in, where everything goes in, all the information, everything comes from here, goes in here. But actually, that's really interesting. This goes like in that direction. And I'm really sure I can prove it anyway. It sounds really crazy. But I don't know how to call it. But there's energy coming out of your eyes. There is something coming out. It has to be. Because there's like, that's a human. Ooh, ooh, legs. Yeah, it looks a bit strange. But anyway. Yeah, let's make a stick man out of it. Okay, that's our stick man. He has an aura, which is composed of layers. He has energy centers in it, the heart, the liver, the lungs and stuff. The lungs are probably not that much energy, but anyway, there's energy too, because, otherwise it wouldn't be alive. And then, after all those, we have the brain, which produces, I guess, the most magnetic, the strongest magnetic fields, beside probably the heart of the human body. And that thing here, our eye, is connected quite well to the brain. And it's really close to the brain. It's kind of part of it. So, I would be really surprised if there isn't anything coming out of your eyes. This kind of, energy. Sight beam. Eyesight beam. I don't know how to explain that. But if you think about like how you feel when someone watching you, even though you don't know that someone is watching you, but you feel it. And next time, if you feel someone is watching you, turn around and be aware of the reaction that happens when you get eye contact. There is happening this kind of discharge event in some kind of way. Because sometimes after those kind of, how to call them, events, in a way you still think about them because it was strange. Just the fact that you noticed it, you felt it. And where does like feeling and the interpretation, like feeling, do you kind of feel something in your guts too? But the interpretation of the thing you feel happens in your brain, which is just, after all, just magnetic impulses interpreted by your memory, your perception of your own reality. So there has to be something, I'm really sure, that comes out of the eyes. Energy. Some form of energy. And this is probably more correct than anyone ever thought. I don't know. I really would like to talk with someone about that. If anyone knows, if anyone else like propose this kind of same idea, I would really like to know. I would really like to talk to this person. If someone can prove me wrong satisfyingly, undeniably, I take it. But for me, it just doesn't make sense that there is nothing coming out. Can't be. Just can't. Our eyes are just more than